How's it going, everyone? This is the astonishing and amazing Oyster Band. Do you like oysters? I do not. I think they taste like snot. The Oyster Band is Brit folk / rock from Canterbury in 1976. Down on the left rabbit's foot where the English Channel gives way to the lovely North Sea. At first, they were Oyster Band, a dance group. The oyster deal was taken from their association with White Stable in East Kent with some pretty tasty oysters. Jack's Alive was the first LP in 1980. On the Dingles record label, all subsequent releases were under the shortened Oyster Band name and on their own label. Pucka Kathy LaSurf on vocals, John Jones on melodeon and vocals, I think that's him, Alan Prosser on guitar and vocals, Chris Taylor on guitar, bouzouki, harmonica, and one-row melodeon and mandola. Ian Telfer on violin, English concertina, and sax, Chris Wood on bass, and Will Ward on bassoon and recorders. As far as I'm concerned, if they have a bassoon, I'm in. He also played something called the crumhorn and keyboards. Now, I will admit that at this exact moment, I'm not sure what 4 or 5 of these things are. So I'll have a look. Then a melodeon, I found out, is a reed organ of 4 to 5 octaves. A bouzouki is one of those teardrop mandolins with 4 strings and a very long, thin neck. A mandola is an 8-string contramandolin. An English concertina is a type of accordion, like a squeeze box. Mama's got a squeeze box, Daddy doesn't sleep at night. And finally, a crumhorn is a flute made of wood like a shepherd's crook, used mostly in the Renaissance. Here are the Oyster Band studio albums. This one's as Fiddler's Dram. It's called To See the Play in 78, Fiddler's Dram in 80, and then Oyster Band is 1, Jack's Alive in 80, 2, English Rock and Roll, the early years, 1800 to 1850, that was in 82. That's pretty cool. The early years, yeah, pretty early. 3, Lie Back and Think of England in 83. 4, Liberty Hall in 85. 5, Step Outside in 86. 6, Wide Blue Yonder in 87. 7, Ride in 89. And 8, Freedom and Rain in 90. There's 11 more albums as Oyster Band from 92 to 2014. I don't know if anybody's ever been to an Irish pub. I haven't been to too many of them myself lately because, they say that there's quite a bit of drinking going on. But when I did go, I saw bands like this would just form of people who came in the door, hardly knew each other, but they all knew how to sing, they knew how to play, and they had a great time drinking maybe they were drinking Guinness, I don't know, I don't remember, but I just had great admiration for the culture that put this kind of music out. It's very community oriented and social. and everybody slaps everybody else on the back like they're the best friends they've ever seen, whether they know them or not. Maybe at that moment in time they are best friends. Sure seems like it, and everybody's having a great time. I had a great time. Kind of missed that. But I don't know. It's not the first thing I would think of to get in my car and go to an Irish pub. Because I have a drinking problem. I think that's pretty obvious. So I try to steer clear unless I'm with another person so that we can keep an eye on each other. And when you're a 66-year-old man with a drinking problem, you don't have a whole lot of people that will go with you to a bar or an English pub to hear music and not drink. Few and far between.